Happy Friday. So I'm currently sitting in the car because my car won't start. We're supposed to go meet my brother and my niece and nephews for lunch. But Easter has a hair appointment after, so we're taking two separate vehicles, and I get in the car. Not cranking. It's cold. It's not cold. It feels really nice. It's like 71 degrees. But this battery is brand spanking new. So I don't know. And he said if it doesn't crank, it's probably the alternator. Y'all, when I tell you, don't buy a Nissan Sentra. Don't ever buy a Nissan Sentra. Like, all we were raised on were Nissans growing up. All the way down to my dad had a Datsun when we were little. And we never had issues. I had Altimas. We had Maximas. I had an Xterra. No problems. But this Sentra has given me nothing but pure D, you know what. It only has 86,373 miles on it. So why we didn't have to replace this? I think this is the second battery. I've had to have a brand new transmission a year into having this car brand new. Should I pump the gas?
No.
I don't know. So now I'm going to be stuck riding with him in Easter.
All right, go ahead. Hold
on. I don't have the strength to sit at the hairdresser for a couple hours. I really don't. I'll come back. Hey guys, happy Saturday. So we got a busy day. I'm in the back seat. Say good morning.
Good morning.
Say good morning. I don't know if you saw Easter because my hand was kind of crooked. We're headed to a community expo where we'll have a table and we're introducing our fastest 8-year-old athlete. And that's from 11. We'll probably only be there for about an hour and a half. Then from there, we have practice, which will be from 1 to 3. And then one of our coaches that helped during the summer is like one of the athletic directors for the college, one of the universities here, and he got us free tickets with sideline passes for a college football game. So we're going to that tonight. So pray for me. I need it. But we're about to get breakfast at Whataburger. All right, I'll come back. Okay, he decided to go in, so I didn't have to get out of this back space of this van. So the car did not start yesterday. We didn't even try it today. We don't know what it is. It's colder now, like in the 50s, I believe. And my car, it just do stupid stuff. Oh, it's too hot, I ain't gonna crank. Like, I don't get when a car doesn't have 100,000 miles on it, why it does what it does. Because that messed up the whole schedule with how we were going to do things today, with Easter and everything. So it's just a lot, y'all. Like, trying to balance it all. If I don't feel good by practice, he may have to take one of the other coaches. Like, I really want to go because I like football, college football. And it's a pretty big game. It's their homecoming game, and this is like once in a lifetime opportunity. It's gonna be broadcast on ESPN. So I really want to go, just spend time to get out of the house with him, to really, you know, it's just, you need that as a couple, especially when you're dealing with chronic illness and then you have a disabled child. It's very imperative that you find time to figure out how to make your marriage grow stronger. So that's what we're doing. He needs to turn the radio down. I don't on YouTube saying I got music playing in the background. I don't know what my husband listening to. So I hope everyone had a good week. Comment below. Let me know what you guys have planned or what did you do during the week. And I'll try to come back a little later once we get to the community center and get set up. Because parts of me don't even want to set up. Because this was scheduled months ago. And when I called the lady to see what time, because my husband was dealing with her. And when I called, I said, well, do you guys have tablecloths? She's like, no. What size table? And she was like, oh, I didn't have you guys stand for a table, so why are we even coming? She's like, oh, I thought he was just presenting the athlete and that was going to be, you know, it. And my husband was like, fine, if that's what you want us to do. And she's like, no, I'll get you a table. I probably did have you down for a table, but I can't, I don't have my sticky notes. And I'm thinking to myself, how are you the director of community? She's like community relation health service, some long behind title that she probably getting paid a lot of money from the county for you not to know what's going on. You feel me? And so I'm thinking to myself, I'm fine with not having to get up extra early to come to this, because he could have just done the introducing and we could have just been at the house, me and Easter, and chilled until it was time for practice. But then she was like, no, I got it. And I'm thinking to myself, you know what? I'm going to need for you to get it together, sweetheart. So let me grub and I'll come back. So guys, we are, I had a business shirt on. I took it off. But we are headed, me and Easter are going back to the house because these people don't have a you know what together. So first we couldn't find the table. They didn't have us on the list after talking to this lady yesterday with all the situations. And then she ended up putting the table under Coach Mike and not the team name, which is fine. But then we're like, well, we need a power strip because we had a PowerPoint presentation. There went the TV. Hope that did not break. So we said we need a power strip. So we had an extension cord that was long enough to hold on guys. Okay, back to what I was saying. So so we were gonna run it under the table, like under several tables, to a strip. To an outlet. Then they were like, well, you can't do that because it's a safety concern of someone tripping. So then we're like, well, there's one on the pole, but you still can't run it because of the same issue. So I was like, well, and this one guy that was a vendor next to us, he was like, can they just switch the Girl Scout paper that's right there and take that table because they're not here yet? No, because we didn't know until, like, she tried to put us on blast. She was like, we didn't know until Friday that you guys needed a table. And my husband said, we talked about this over a month ago. And she was just like, she just put her hand up. And then we're like, you know what? Don't even worry about it. And then she's like, well, I'll go find out. And she's walking off. And my husband's like, don't worry about it. We don't have to do the PowerPoint. And I told him, I said, you know what? I need to exit because she is about to make me go off on her. Because she had an attitude yesterday. And if you couldn't accommodate the mess up that you made, then just say that. And I could have stayed in the freaking bed. I already don't feel good. So now we're going home until practice. So I'll probably have to leave the house in about 11:45, 12 o'clock, because practice is at 1. But I have to, my husband's like, well, are you gonna go get the ice? And I'm like, I don't even feel like being bothered, y'all, for real. So yeah, him and one of the other coaches are there currently. So he's gonna bring Michael to practice since we're down to the one vehicle right now. But I'm just like, you know what? Whatever, lady. Like, you do not need this title. And that's what cell phones are for you to make notes. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, how do you not add us to the list? And we just had this long, drawn-out 2 conversations yesterday. 2 separate phone calls. So, that stuff like that, I can't stand stuff to be unorganized. That's like a true pet peeve. And so, that's why I had to go ahead and leave. Because this is a pretty big thing when it comes to county and city officials being there. And I ain't trying to show, out on this dumb lady. And I ain't trying to stress to make my pain any worse than what it already is. So I just told my husband, I was like, I'm just going to go home and Easter, just leave. Forget it. I'm not dealing with it, because I felt like I would probably have had an attitude the whole time I was there. And I don't want to be that way, because this is God's work that we're doing. So not trying to, for man, but ain't nothing but the devil. That's all that is. Just the devil. So I'll come back when it's time for practice. Question. I don't know, random sitting behind car. So there's a dog in this car in front of me. He's, being a dog out the window. But the owner is smoking, and I think it's a child in the front seat. So I know I get really stickler, of course, if an adult is smoking around a child. But then, like, you think about poor animals, they get human diseases just, like we do. So I wonder, does dogs get lung cancer? I know that's a random question, and that's one thing, honestly. Like, I've seen dogs with cancer, glaucoma, had strokes, kidney stones, all kinds of stuff, but I've never heard of one just saying, like, this dog has lung cancer. Because I'm just, like, kind of upset that she's smoking with the kid in the car and the dog. Like, I don't know, random thought. Like, I don't know. I guess it's the deliriousness from being just tired and aggravated. Headed to practice, about to stop and get ice. I'm running late because my stomach is still not right. But I have my colonoscopy and endoscopy at the end of the month. So hopefully they'll get some answers. I'm supposed to do a sample to make sure I don't have C. diff, which is a very bad bacteria to have. That makes you really definitely sick. But like, they didn't give me the order, and they haven't been too long call me back to tell me that they put it in the computer and where they can find it when I go to the lab to pick up the containers. So yeah, I have to do that on Monday because I have an ultrasound. The ultrasound on my kidney that I've rescheduled 1,007 times in the last probably 4 months. When the doctor ordered it, it might have been longer. I think it was summer. It was in June is when he ordered it. I just haven't felt good when I would have it scheduled, and I would always have to reschedule, or life. So I definitely will not be rescheduling that. Lord's will Monday. I'll make sure I get that done, because it really needs to be done. So let me get this ice. You guys, don't forget to give the video a big thumbs up. Also, make sure you hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell, so you will be notified every time I upload a video. And make sure you leave your comments below. I love to interact with you guys. to close out this video. So tonight was pretty amazing. To get to go to the football game, hang out with my husband. We've been around each other all day and I like it. Just trying to be able to spend as much time, because tomorrow's not ever promised. But we had so much fun today. Hence, like, I just woke up at 11:30, but I hit the bed and just my body crashed, and you already know that. And sometimes the sacrifices that we make for our loved ones is worth the struggle and the pain that we have to endure afterwards. So I'm about to take my migraine medicine, and something for nausea. I already took my night meds. So when I take my migraine medicine, because it has Tylenol, caffeine, and a whole other combination, I don't take my pain pill, because that's like double doing it and you can have really bad side effects. So that's a tip. And I always, if I have a question, I always use I type in drug interaction and the website drugs.com. You can put in all of your medication, even your vitamins, and you click a button and it'll tell you if there's an interaction, because nowadays pharmacies are not as accurate, or doctors for sure don't check to see if stuff interacts. They just depend on the pharmacy to do it, and that's not always the case. That the pharmacy is going to notify you that there may be a problem. But yeah, I will come tomorrow at church in the morning and practice. So be blessed, guys.